Good evening, welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Trentley. Here are the headlines. Shillong Higher Secondary School Mukayao celebrates its Golden Jubilee. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates the Winter Tales Festival. The state government issues show cause notice to Flybig for suspending flight on Shillong to Delhi route. And the District Horticulture Office, West Jaintia Hills District, organizes a horticulture exhibition at Jutwakku. The news in detail. Shillong High Secondary School Mokayao, West Jaintia Hills celebrated its Golden Jubilee celebration today. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma attended the program as the chief guest and was accompanied by Education Minister Lakshman Rimboe, who was the guest of honour along with cabinet ministers Snehaw Balang Dhar and local MLA Nujor Kisungo. Addressing the function, Conrad Sangma said that 50 years ago the school was established with the vision of its founders. The Chief Minister, along with other ministers, unveiled a statue of late Thomlin Suchang, the co-founder of the school.
To be part of this celebration of 50 years. It is indeed beautiful because we will also be celebrating the 50 years of our state. So this school is, if not older, it is of the same age as our state.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma inaugurated the Winter Tales Festival in the scenic Wards Lake yesterday. The festival is a platform to promote local artists and local products. While speaking to reporters on the sidelines of the festival, the Chief Minister informed that the process for selection of the new Director General of Police has already begun. He said in the selection process of the DGP, there is a list of probable names and expressed hope for it to be completed at the earliest.
There is a process for the selection of the DG that is to be taken place, and that requires the lists and names and message or communication to be made with the UPSC. So all that process has started, and we hope that that process will be completed at the earliest. So let us wait and see. As the process moves along, we will decide on how to move forward in that. But the process of selection of the new DG has started already.
The state government has issued a show-cause notice to Flybig for suspending its flight on the Shillong to Delhi route that was inaugurated with much fanfare last year. Informing this, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said that the government will decide on how to move forward after getting their reply. Sangma also stated that Flybig was facing a challenge to procure an aircraft on lease, but due to pressure from the state government, Flybig tied up with SpiceJet to get a Q400 aircraft and started their service.
When the COVID had struck, the deal was signed just before that, if you remember. And they had a big challenge at that time because of COVID to get wet lease on the aircraft which they were supposed to use, which is a Q400. And that challenge continued. And in the meantime, since the pressure was there from the government, they went ahead and had an agreement or a tie-up with Spice, which has a Q400 flight. And they used that while they were still trying to get the aircraft, which would be their own aircraft, which they would lease out.
Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said that people involved in education should not divert their attention to other fields such as politics. His advice follows the criticism of a government notification barring all categories of teachers from participation in active politics. Sangma said the government will examine the notification, but there is currently no move to withdraw or change. He said anyone disapproving of the notification was free to challenge it legally.
We are not, no stand has been taken on that yet. We are sticking to what we have done, and we will see, we'll examine. But as of now, there is no move as such to withdraw or change that particular order. So this is the stand that we have taken. If there are any issues in that, as I said, we are, whoever has any concerns about it, they are free to move forward with any kind of litigation also if there is.
The District Horticulture Office West Jaintia Hills District Joy organized a horticulture exhibition under the MIDH scheme at Chutwaku Indoor Sports Hall cum Auditorium yesterday. The exhibition was held as part of the Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav and 50 years of Meghalaya Statehood Day. MDC of JHADC Awai Andrew Shulai attended the exhibition as the chief guest in the presence of the District Horticulture Officer, West Jaintia Hills District R.K. Blah and others. The objective of the exhibition was to promote farmers in their own respective fields and to have an interchange of ideas among the farmers. Shulai lauded the department for their hard work and said that farmers should be proud of what they are doing in the field of cultivation.
West Jaintia Hills Joanne,
Wawan nek ni pi yo tun pusnyao pi wa kan ikat kam ko le pi cisin so ang ibru nong rep snyao man proud ki manigi andre nga wan nak man pi tok pi ong ni tok snyao sorong pi ye ni kam le pi.
On the momentous occasion of 50 glorious years of victory over Pakistan in the 1971 War for Liberation of Bangladesh, the 101 area of the Indian Army organized a commemoration ceremony at the War Memorial in Shillong on Thursday. Governor of Meghalaya Satyapal Malik, Air Marshal D.K. Patnaik AVSM VSM AOC in Sea Eastern Air Command, Lieutenant General K.C. Panchanathan AVSM GOC 101 area, Lieutenant General P.C. Nair, AVSM YSM DG Assam Rifles and many senior officers from police and paramilitary forces laid wreaths as a tribute to the brave hearts who made the supreme sacrifice for the honour of the nation. Meghalaya reported 12 new COVID cases with 26 new recoveries today and taking the total active cases in the state to 126. The total recoveries also went up to 83,134. The total number of fatalities in the state stands at 1,478. Meanwhile, the Union Health Ministry said that around 136 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The ministry said 7,886 COVID patients recovered during the last 24 hours and the national recovery rate stands at 98.38%. The country reported 7,447 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. Currently, India's active caseload is around 86,000. And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature was 18.1 degrees Celsius with the minimum temperature at 6 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 61%, rising marginally to 62% in the evening with no rainfall. The forecast shows dry weather with shallow to moderate fog is likely to occur in isolated places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may now visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And for our viewers, here's a recap of today's headlines. Shillong Higher Secondary School Mukayao celebrates its Golden Jubilee. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates the Winter Tales Festival. The state government issues a show-cause notice to Flybe for suspending flight on the Shillong to Delhi route. And the District Horticulture Office West Jaintia Hills District organizes a horticulture exhibition at Chutwaku. That's all the news we have today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.